Well, every Tuesday, traffic expert Jason Luber is listening to you about a topic that is driving you crazy.
Yeah, just scan the QR code on your screen to ask a question. And Jason, we're hearing about roundabouts this week.
That's right, round and round we go. Some people just don't know how to get through there, or get in there, or get around there, and it's really confusing to some. So Jeremy from Denver wrote to me saying, what's driving you crazy? I don't think people really know how to use the roundabouts. It surprises me how many just run through them, which makes me have to wait until I can get an opening to go. It's every roundabout that a truck may travel on. Why don't people know the proper procedures for it? It's the same reason that drivers don't know how to use a continuous lane or do the zipper merge. General lack of basic traffic rules and those unwritten courtesies that lead to chaos and crashes. Well, there are as many styles of roundabouts in Colorado as there are streets, basically. And I think that adds to some of the confusion, but they aren't that complicated if you really remember to yield to the vehicles in the circle and follow the signs and the lines in the pavement. The roundabout in Denver I receive most complaints about are the pair of them at Pecos and I-70. There's also a small section on page 13 of the Colorado Driver's Handbook. Now it talks about roundabouts, and in part it reads, yield to approaching traffic on the left and to any traffic already inside the roundabout. Watch for directional signs and use your turn signals. Now that last part about using turn signals is actually somewhat controversial. The Colorado Court of Appeals ruled that using a turn signal is actually not required when entering or exiting a roundabout, saying they're more like a curve in the road than it is an actual right turn. As for you in your truck, Jeremy, state lawmakers heard from drivers like you, and they passed a law about 3 years ago that requires drivers to yield the right-of-way to a driver of a truck, a bus, an emergency vehicle, or recreational vehicle when entering, exiting, or driving in a roundabout. Someone who fails to yield to one of you folks commits a Class A infraction, subject to a fine of $70. Now, in the online version of the story, I have some really good other information, including a good instructional video by CDOT explaining how to use a roundabout. There's also a link with an interview I did with the former mayor of Carmel, Indiana, who constructed nearly 150 roundabouts in his city. That right now, all of that stuff is right now on the traffic page at denver7.com. At the top of the page, you'll see Denver 7 traffic. You click that, and then at the top of that page, you'll see Denver or driving you crazy.
Oh, it's so interesting because I feel like everybody is probably at home going, "Oh yeah, no, I've gotten confused before."
And sometimes you just have to. If there's a gap, it's okay. Just go. You just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Yeah, and sometimes I do that. I hesitate, right? And then that messes up the whole flow of everything.
Being assertive is always the better option, I have found.
It truly is.
You've got a rough crash that you're keeping tabs on right now.
It's like a 4-vehicle crash right here, and you can see it from Air Tracker 7. They do have some tow trucks on scene now picking up some of these cars. I'm hoping in the next 15 to 20 minutes we should get some lanes open, but right now it is a total mess across downtown. You can see not only the traffic jam is affecting the downtown drive, but also the drive on 6th Avenue, on Santa Fe, on Broadway, trying to get to I-25. So Clara, it is not a fun drive, unfortunately, in downtown right now.